Hey guys, this is Eric Cortina. Today I'm going to talk about how to manage your scope settings on a switch barrel rifle. So the common way to do this is you have a 100 yard zero for barrel A, a 100 yard zero for barrel B, and so on and so forth for however many barrels you have for that given rifle. So you have your 100 yard zero set for barrel A. When you switch over to barrel 2 or barrel B, you go to the range, you shoot it, you make adjustments, and you zero out your knobs again at 100 yards. And at that point, you're set. When you want to go back to barrel A, you do it all over again. And, it's fine, except for in competition. I've seen many guys get lost in their revolutions, and it has cost some of them a match. They got lost on their elevation turret. They didn't know where they were at, and they might have missed the first shot on a two-sider string, and they got on paper on the second shot, but the third shot was for record, and it might have cost them a point or two before they got centered up. So anyway, I knew I had to come up with something because again, I've seen it happen. I didn't want it to happen to me, so I had to come up with a better way. So one day I'm working on the lathe, and this is a pretty common tool to use. So if you notice, this resembles this a lot. Okay, this is actually easier because this is only 10 MOA per revolution, where this one is 25 thousandths per revolution. So I thought about it and I said, wait a minute. When this thing is bottomed out all the way, it's at 0 right there. Okay? So it doesn't matter what I put in here. This is the gauge, not the part. So I thought about it and I said, wait a minute, why can't I do this with that? Instead of having a 100 yard zero for every barrel, why can't I just zero out the scope and then have different zeros for every barrel, but never mess with the scope? Because we don't mess with this thing. We don't adjust this to match our part. This is the gauge. So anyway, thought about it for a while and I said, wait a minute, that's what I can do. So what I did is I zeroed out my knob. Now the scope, I never touched the elevation cap. I never readjust it. It's 0 is 0. So when I go shoot put barrel A on my rifle, I go shoot it at 100 yards, and they usually are about 17 minutes. So first thing I do when I go out is I go to 17. There's 17 right there. Okay, how do I know that's 17? Because I know one revolution is 10. Right here, we have one line showing. That's 10 and 7. That's 17. If I want to go to 27, I go into the 2 showing, and then I go to 7. It's that simple. Okay, so let's go back to the 17. That would be my 100 yard zero for my for barrel A. Actually, just looking at my notes, my zero for barrel A is 15 and a half. That's it right there. 15 and a half. Okay, that's my 100 yard zero. If I want to shoot at 600 yards, I know that my zero is 26 MOA. So I don't even bother counting MOA or anything. I use it like a micrometer. I go into the 2 showing, into 6, and that's 26. No need to count. No need to do any math. Just simply have 2 showing, which means 20, and then the 6, that's 26. Just the same way I would use one of these. My notes look like this. 100 yards, 15.5 MOA. Just like that. And this would say something like Sheehan Brooks number 2. That's my barrel number 2. 100 yards. Then I'll do 500, 22.5, 600, 26, 0, and 1,000, 39.5. That's my notes. For barrel number 3, these numbers will look similar, but they might be off by an MOA or 2, you know, just because of that barrel. So again, I just have my notes. If this was barrel number 3, you know, let's say number 3, this might be, you know, 17, and this one might be 24, and this one might be 27.5. This one might be 40.5. And it's that simple. You just keep different notes for different barrels, but you never touch your scope elevation, right? So if I put on barrel number 3, heck, let's say I'm in the middle of a, you know, I just shot a string and that barrel is not performing like it should, and I know, you know, I have a backup barrel in the truck. When there's a pit change, I'm gonna go to the truck, I'm gonna grab my barrel vise and my barrel wrench, and I'm gonna spin that barrel off and put the other one on, and guess what? I don't have to go zero anything. If it's barrel number 3 and I'm shooting at 1,000 yards, I know I need to be at 40.5. And again, I don't need to sit there and think about, okay, I'm here, how many more do I need to go to? No. Go here, go to my knob, twist, you know, until the 4 is showing, and then go half more. That's it. That easy, that quick. So, you know, I don't get lost. You do not get lost that way. Windage, it's the same deal. You know, you can go off of you know, the left side, or you know, you can zero your knob at the bottom. You know, you also have looks the same way. You know, that's the elevation knob. So you can deal with it that way. Okay, guys, that's all I have on that. I hope you enjoyed it. It's again, quick and easy way to never lose track of your elevation turret when you're using multiple barrels on the same rifle. Don't forget to subscribe if you like this, and also don't forget to turn your notifications on. That way you can get an email every time I upload a new video. Okay, guys, take it easy.